All right, lightning round is probably our biggest round this week, and I'm gonna blast through it. I'm gonna blast. Here we go. Lightning round this week. Let me see. I'm gonna get my trigger finger here ready. Boop boop. All right. All right, lightning round. Blizzard announces cross-faction raiding, dungeons, and pop? Dungeons and what? I can't even read my own notes. For Warcraft, blah, 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 blah. Again, we're not playing right now for obvious reasons. Fuck that shit.
That would be PvP, Ernie, not pop.
Did autocorrect just get me? PvP.
Yeah.
Thank
PvP.
you. I appreciate that. New York Times buys Wordle, which is insane. Supposedly, according to Wardle, the guy behind the original game, he said it's still going to be always free to play, but we all know it's going to be like free to play 3 times a month, and then you're going to pay for a membership or something like that. So that's going to be annoying.
Did they actually announce that you can play 3 times a month, and then it's going to be a paid membership?
No, that's like a typical New York Times kind of. You want to play this game? Here you go. Next up, Stark Tower fixed in Hawkeye. Very true. I did confirm they fixed the friggin' sign. I appreciate that they're going back and doing these edits. I'm also annoyed as shit by it.
Did they really? I cannot believe they actually did that.
Yeah, so...
You went back and watched it, and they did?
Yeah, I went and watched it, and it was even confirmed on multiple sites. Make sure I wasn't, like, having some kind of, like, Mandela effect or whatever. Mandela? Whatever. Joker sequel with Joaquin Phoenix expected to begin filming next year. Tom Brady retires. Fuck you, Tom. I love
Joe Burrow's America's quarterback now.
It doesn't matter. I was watching the Joe Burrow Chiefs game. Sorry, the Bengals Chiefs game, and Michelle heard somebody call Joe Burrow Joe Cool, and she was like, "Oh, geez, Joe Cool. Sounds like you Joe Suck, basically." And I was like, "Yeah." And then 2 minutes later, she sits down. She starts watching the game with me. And he pops up on the screen. She's like, "Oh, he's good looking." I'm like, "Yeah, that's Joe Cool. Like, you were just ragging on him." She's like, "Okay, whatever." I'm like, "I don't need you to worry about you and Joe Burrow. I already have a problem with you and Tom Hardy." You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it chill. I don't want to enjoy the football game. But
I just feel bad for Patrick Mahomes, dude, because like it has nothing to do with like nobody hates Patrick Mahomes. Everybody hates everybody around Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, he's definitely got a shitbird inner circle.
He's got like a shitty brother and a shitty fiance, and
they better
Patrick
enjoy
Mahomes
it while
is a
it
cool
lasts, dude. They better enjoy it while it lasts. That State Farm money might be the only thing that's going to keep that house afloat. If he just keeps letting them just ruin his reputation. I mean, Jackson Mahomes, all his TikToking and his, I can't even tell you his wife's name because I'm just infinitely annoyed that she just continues to behave like a jerk.
Just an asshole.
Just a jerk. And I'm sorry, jerk is not exclusive to men. It is a universal term, and she definitely earns it.
I need to find the New York Times. It was the New York announcement of Tom Brady's retirement. It was on the New York Post.
I think you shared it with me if it's in our text chain.
It's like, New York TV station nails Tom Brady. Yes, it is. It says, hang on. Tom Brady, who lost 2 Super Bowls to the Giants during his legendary 22-year NFL career.
Read it.
Retires.
Zoom in, camera. There you go. Good job, camera. That's such a great New York thing. I realize it's like all the comments to that tweet were just like, "Oh, whatever, New York, screw you." And I'm like, it's not wrong though. I mean, technically.
Also, if you're a Patriots fan, I wouldn't be defending Tom Brady at all right now, considering you just got ghosted in his retirement speech.
Dude,
completely.
It was like 6 or 7 Instagram slides of just thank you, love you, kiss, 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 and nothing about the Patriots, the Kraft family, Bill Belichick, nothing. I kind of see if it's like, okay, technically I'm going to give my goodbye to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because that's the team I'm leaving right now, and then at the end, say there's a special or something like that, I'll give my full-on thank you to my entire careers, even his college at Michigan, so
something like that.
Yeah, that would make sense. But
he commented on a Patriots post too after and was like, "Love you, Pats fans." Like if I was a Patriots fan, I'd be burning my Tom Brady jerseys right now.
It's even worse when like the picture he used for that announcement that he was retiring is the picture of him at a game that he defeated the Bucks defeated the Patriots in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So great, so damn great. I love that shit. It's petty, but it's great. This is old, but at the same time, I still love it. Doctor Strange had some. I couldn't even tell you who did this, but they did a little homage to Evil Dead. Sam Raimi famously created and directed those movies. But there's a version of the movie poster for Doctor Strange with Scarlet Witch being Ash trying to crawl out.
Yeah.
And then what looks to be the arm of evil Doctor Strange gripping her throat and trying to kill her. Fantastic stuff. Next up is also something that nobody ever wanted, but I definitely can't wait to try it. Just to say I did. The hard Mountain Dew Baja Blast Zero Sugar. If that's not a mouthful, I don't know. But
I'm completely in on it. This shit looks awesome.
I heard that Mountain Dew Baja Blast is just like that blue Gatorade, blue chill or ice chill, whatever it's called, mixed with like normal Mountain Dew.
I'm not buying it. I think it's terrible.
Yeah. I definitely will try this though. I will try it, at least one can just to get the little something. Yeah. So I can say, don't do that. It sucks. Versus
real
just
quick,
having
if
an
you hear
opinion.
my dog in the background, I'm so sorry. He has lost his fucking mind.
I know I don't hear your dog at all. I think your mic's doing a great job of canceling it out.
Literally, I texted my wife and I was like, "Can you please come get the fucking dog?" He sleeps all day.
And then
picks the one time while I'm actually trying to be on microphone
he's
to
just
grab the most loud toys, and he's just waving it in front of my head.
That's awesome. I love your dog. What's up, Annie? And then finally, last on the lightning round here, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 to be the last movie with this team, according to James Gunn.
Yeah,
I think we all kind of knew that. I mean, I know Drax, Dave Bautista's is already out. I don't see how Peter Quill could continue on.
James Gunn just sounds like he's going to kill a lot of people in this movie. That's what he keeps saying.
I think that'd be fun. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of like Rocket and Groot. They got to survive, right? Everybody loves those two. I mean, I don't think Bradley Cooper would be upset to keep making money just doing voice acting work. Same thing with Vin Diesel. But like everybody else.
I think the fact that they brought back Zoe Saldana's character, even though they killed her in Infinity War, or Endgame, Infinity War. I don't think Peter Quill's going anywhere. I just want to bring up the beef that I started in our Slack channel last week, where I had a few drinks and started to shit. Well, you were there.
Tell me more. Yeah,
I was sitting on the Guardians, shitting on the Guardians of the Galaxy. Mike got real mad about it.
Yeah, he definitely.
I was like,
he came to defend. They didn't know that they needed Mike to be there to defend them, but he definitely.
Honestly,
did.
I got to the point where I texted Mike and I was like, "Hey, man, I'm literally just fucking with you. I am so inebriated right now. I think I went out to dinner and I had 3 cocktails before I had anything to eat. And the place that we go, they are very heavy-handed.
Yeah,
so I was pretty much fucked up. The only comment that I stand by from that really I do truly mean is that Drax is fucking terrible. And I told Mike. I think I just have a problem with wrestlers as actors.
Except for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, right?
Except for The Rock. The Rock is The Rock can do no wrong in my eyes, but John Cena, get fucked. Dave Bautista, get fucked.
It's crazy to me just how much you were trashing them, and then I'm sitting there just throwing Indiana Jones references out left and right.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Just whatever, Indiana Jones.
It was so awesome.
Oh man, that's definitely one of the funnier things about our little group is we got so many different opinions and views of life that I learned so much more. I never would have assumed you were a hater on Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's nice that
I love the
side
movie.
Of that coin.
Mike was literally dude, it's one of your favorite movies in the Marvel Universe. I'm I agree with you. It doesn't change the fact that I think most of the main characters of that movie are fucking useless, which is not true. I like Gamora and I like Nebula and I like the character of Peter Quill. Not like Chris Pratt that much.
Well, they killed off my guy with the fin for a head.
He was the best part.
Yondu
I don't know
was
how they're going to do
fantastic.
Guardians 3. Michael Rooker's the fucking man, dude.
Yes, he
I
is.
love him.
Yes, he is.
Would you like a chocolate covered pretzel?
I was watching reruns of Chuck on Amazon Prime,
yeah.
and I didn't realize
Chuck
he was
is
actually
really good.
an agent for the bad guys in that show for like a one-off episode.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm like, oh my god, it's Michael Rooker. He's everywhere. No wonder I love seeing him in all this
Adam
shit.
Baldwin represent, yo. One of the not Baldwin brothers.
That's right. Actually, before we move on, I do want to mention that we've never talked about it, but Brendan Fraser being cast as Firefly in Batgirl
Yo, fuck yeah.
is dope.
Ooh, baby.
Is dope.
Let me tell you how that's the one DC property that I'm fucking jazzed for.
Yeah, it's got
Because
Brendan
I
Fraser, Michael
love
Keaton,
the girl
like,
playing. I love the girl playing. Leslie Grace.
Yeah.
Love her. She was great in the Heights.
It's gonna be dope. I mean, it's basically all the people we like from our childhood plus some new blood. Like, give me that shit. Give me it.
Michael
All day.
Keaton as like old Batman.
George of the Jungle as Firefly.
Rick from The Mummy.
Yeah, Rick.
I love The Mummy.
I love those
That holds
movies.
up really good. The second Mummy doesn't hold up because the Scorpion King looks terrible.
Oh,
again,
dude.
first movie I ever saw The Rock
So
in.
bad.
He
So
stole
bad.
my heart in those movies because then they made the Scorpion King movie, which was even worse, but like made him a likable character, and you're like, man, The Rock can really act. Like he's an Oscar-worthy actor. And then like all the wrestlers started doing it, and I guess that's my problem. Is like
They saw the formula, they thought they had it, and then
Right.
you realize
John Cena's like, oh, I can be in a Fast and the Furious movie too, and I can play Dominic Toretto's brother, even though I'm the most Scandinavian-looking motherfucker I've ever seen in the entire
very
life.
strong Nordic bloodline.
I even think Charlize Theron says some shit about that in the movie,
Yeah, I know.
where
She's
she was
like,
like,
I
"Oh,
see it."
your brother's kind of white, huh? That's weird."
Yeah, like it could not be addressed. But I digress.